What I like about Bagisto is that it's based on Laravel. I mean, I love a lot Laravel, so
Okay, that's
it's a good
nice.
friend for Bagisto. And
Mm.
what way Bagisto Visual today is more easy to make small change to the storefront. This will make command I receive.
Hi, welcome to Developer Experience Show. This is your host Rishabh Yogi and thank you for having us today. Today our guest Mr. Eldo who is a creator of Bagisto Visual Plus extension and we are having a podcast with them. So before moving with the conversation part, do subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for the upcoming notifications. Okay, Eldo. Firstly, thank you so much for joining the Bagisto Contributor podcast. I will welcome you over here. So, how are you feeling and are you excited regarding this podcast?
Yeah, hello, Rishabh. And thanks for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here and I'm excited to talk about Bagisto Visual in this podcast.
Okay, okay. So, before starting our Bagisto Contributor podcast, can you give us a short introduction of yourself? What is your overall experience? In what company do you work? What is your designation over there? So it will help all the remaining user to listen your story.
Okay, so my name is Eldo. I'm a software developer based in Cotonou, Benin.
Okay.
Currently, I'm working as a freelance
Okay.
and I have been working with the Laravel ecosystem for 7 years now.
Okay.
And I had opportunity to work on multiple commerce projects.
Okay. 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 So that's nice. Good to hear that. So now coming for the how did you get into a Laravel and how did you find the Bagisto as a ecosystem so that you will think now I will go and make a extension on the platform Bagisto. So how did you
Okay, so I discovered Bagisto through a real client project. So I can had me to take over a project and complete an e-commerce project, and it was built using Bagisto. So at that time, I think it was Bagisto 1.4 version, and the project required me to build a fully custom theme.
Mhm.
So I have to dive deep into the Bagisto source code to learn how the default theme was built.
Okay.
And I learned the source code and I built my custom theme and the client were very happy. But when we launched, we can start asking for small tweak, change the banner, change the title, one the section, and the estimations keep coming again and again.
Mm.
What me as a lazy developer, I don't like to work on repeating small change. So I had the idea to build a visual editor for the backend so that you don't need to come to me anytime he want to change anything on a small, uh, anytime you need to make a small edit on the homepage. That's how I think about creating visual editor for Bagisto.
Okay. That's a nice, good story behind it. You came over overall you help the customers who are coming up for creating a themes. So you made a platform that helps other users as well to create their own custom themes and build their own shop as per their requirement. And obviously this visual plus extension helps many of the users when it comes to the designing their whole layout of the website. Okay, so those who don't know what is the Bagisto visual extension is, can you please put some highlight onto that, what is the extension do, what are the major features of this particular extension, and how it is been helping to a lot of users.
Okay, so primary Bagisto Visual is a visual editor for the Bagisto ecosystem. It allows users to customize a storefront with a drag and drop editor, very similar to the Shopify theme customizer. So with Bagisto Visual, instead of writing code to make little change to the storefront. User can go have a visual editor and use a drag and drop interface to customize your storefront. But Bagisto Visual is also a theme framework that allow other developers to create custom theme that can be editable, customizable by makers. And currently, I think uh, it also allows developers to create custom section that maker can install to make it more customizable with more components.
Okay. Okay, okay. So you got an idea from the like Shopify theme editor, and then you think like similarly, I want to build just like this, like whatever you are using in
Okay.
Shopify. Now we need to like make it for the biggest. So yeah, definitely it will like helps a lot of users out there. Okay, so can you like explain the core architecture that use in this particular extension? Like what is the core architecture flows into this extension? Did you face any kind of a like technical difficulties while building this extension?
So uh, currently the editor is based on Vue.js, but the main difficulty that I encountered is how to store the data from the visual editor so that it can be managed by Bagisto theme system. And I finally managed to save the data as a JSON files so that from the JSON I can rebuild uh, the Git user made in the visual editor and convert it to blood so that it can be handled with, within the Bagisto theme system. This was the main challenge.
Okay. So that was the like main challenge and technical like difficulty that you have faced while building this extension. That's nice. Good to hear that. Okay. So what is the like motto behind it? Like now you are building you need to build this particular extension. So what was your like a motto behind that while building this extension? Just a like
Oh,
short.
okay, modules from Bagisto system. Okay, so for the system, I mainly use, I think, three main module from Bagisto: the themes module,
Okay.
the shop modules, and the admin modules.
Yeah, shop
Those
is
are
for front end module that is being used in the Bagisto packages, right?
mm, yeah. So I needed to override some classes in the shop modules to make it compatible with my system.
Okay. Okay. So what are the like technical Laravel features that you have used in this extension, like middlewares, controllers, routes, queues, events, and all these? So did you use all these like parameters, design pattern?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Container, I use the container, the middleware system, controllers, and custom custom middleware to override Bagisto responses so that it can be handled in an iframe. So currently, the visual editor handle the stuff on an iframe, but by default, it's not possible with Bagisto. So I need to write a middleware that override your responses so that it can be handled in an iframe.
Okay. So while using it in a iframe, as you have mentioned, did you find like a bit complex there, or did you like easily overcome that challenge?
No, no, it was not complex. The only challenge was to make it work in the iframe
Okay.
because by default, Bagisto deny handling the stuff on an iframe. So once I made a middleware that modify the response, everything goes smoothly.
Okay. So now I like to ask regarding a technical wise, like what are the important design patterns that you have been used while building this extension? Can you name some of them? Like whatever the
So
design patterns you have used in this?
There was not a special design pattern, although apart from the basic one from the Laravel ecosystem, a package, a facade system,
Okay.
and the way pattern.
Facades, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
you use that. Okay. So this is all about the like extension. Now it's come to the like Bagisto platform inside. So how did you like prefer Bagisto over like a Magento or a Shopify framework? Because as you have mentioned that you check the Shopify theme editor and then you think like
yeah,
now
yeah,
I need to
yeah.
build something for Bagisto just like a Shopify. So how did you like prefer Bagisto over other CMS platform? Can you put some highlight onto that?
Yeah. So I commonly use PrestaShop and Shopify before I come to Bagisto. What I like about Bagisto is that it's based on Laravel. I mean, I love a lot Laravel, so
Okay, that's
it's a good
nice.
friend for Bagisto. And
Mm.
I also like to cross with data
Okay.
and ability to customize everything I want.
Mm.
And Bagisto is open source so that I can take the source code, tweak it so that it matches what I really want. So the major pro I give to Bagisto is it's based on Laravel, it's open source,
Yep.
and it's based on Vue also. I'm a good question of Vue, so that make a lesson for me to adopt Bagisto for an e-commerce website that I established.
Okay. So also like I have seen your repository Bagisto Visual Plus. Like a lot of Vue.js components has been used in there, like in your extension. Lots of JS work is also there. So did you like
Yes.
found any technical difficulty while importing Vue.js components into the like as a JS architecture, as a Bagisto architecture?
Not really, because there was already a system in Bagisto to import Vue components, so I just use that system
Okay, so you
when
imported the
building
like
the
Vue
software.
components and you used it accordingly.
uh,
Okay.
Using the system already present in Bagisto source code.
Yeah, it is presented by default, right? So, what are the like strongest technical advantages do you think that are used in Bagisto and it will be helpful for the other developers as well? Like, what are the strong advantages of using Bagisto as per your views?
I think it is the modular system in the Bagisto because every part of the project is built as a separate module that user can, for example, when I'm building Bagisto Visual, I just built a custom theme model that replaces the Bagisto theme model. So this architecture allow a easy customization by others. I can take a model and customize it and replace it with the existing model in the system. So this modular system is very good for first developer.
Okay. So like picking up the models and used it inside the like within a framework. So this is your like a suggestion. Okay. That's
Yes.
nice. Good to hear that. So how was your experience as a like a Bagisto contributor? Because now you have made a successful extension. So that that was like a delay since very long. Now it has been out. So how was your experience contributing to Bagisto and made a Bagisto Visual Plus extension?
Overall, the experience is good, but when I start, I didn't feel much documentation about how to do custom things in Bagisto. So I have to dive into the source code. But I think now documentation was obligated, so it is more easy to start. But when I start writing Bagisto Visual, the documentation is not uh, much helping.
Okay. Okay.
But now it's easy to start with Bagisto. We can read for our documentation and we can easily start.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. Good to hear that. So, how did you stay updated with the Bagisto recent like releases? Did you follow the repository, or you like watch the repository, like what are the upcoming
Yes.
changes are being coming
Yeah.
now?
I'm a subscriber to a repository so that anytime a new pull request or a new release come, I get notified by email so that I can read what change and update my my extension if needed. So it is my main channel of to stay updated.
Okay. So now I'm like going for the like real world usage where Bagisto Visual Plus is already installed. So do you have any case studies or any websites where like Bagisto visually is already installed and like a lot of peoples are using that? Do you have some case studies or like it is still new?
Yes. Uh, I saw free websites that are launched that are using the Bagisto Visual Editor, but I didn't have them in. Maybe I
Okay.
can check and we can see that.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. So what improvements have merchants or developer reported seller using a like Visual Plus? So what are the like improvements like that like made a like improvement for the merchants? What are your like point of view onto that?
so the main command I receive is that it's more easy for not technical users today to make small change to their storefront. So before Bagisto Visual, for any task, you need a developer to go into a source code to make, even if it's just a color change, you need a developer. What we Bagisto Visual today is more easy to make small change to the storefront. This is the main command I receive. But I also get one comment about to add more components so that it can make the storefront more easily customizable. And this is the next thing I will be working on.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. Good to hear that. Okay, so if you have time now, like later on, did you have anything planned for like upcoming releases in Bagisto Visual Plus? Have you thought something like now I need to integrate this, I need to refine like this? So do you have something in your mind to like made an enhancement and add more features into that extension? Is there something?
Yes, for the past month, I rebuilt the whole system to introduce a more modular and scalable system, a block system. So with the new system, everything is a block. A button, a title, an arrow is now a block so that it allows full customizability for mention. With a new system, uh, it brings page builder experience to the editor, and I will release it soon. But
Okay, that's
the
nice.
next thing the next thing I work on is to create a package of custom blocks
Okay,
that users can install
okay.
to create custom layouts.
Mhm. Okay, so these
Apart
are
from that,
your upcoming plans. Okay, nice. Good to
yeah,
hear that. So, like a lot of plannings are already you have planned, and now you will came up with more extensions and help the community. So, like,
but
what is your
they,
message? Yes, please continue.
I also plan to add AI integration
Okay,
in the editor so that backend can make a deal to the storefront just by testing.
okay. So you want to embed face recognition and all, something similar to or more like that?
Yes,
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you are planning a lot and came up with a lot of good things, and it will help. Definitely, it will help the other community members who are using Magisto and using services of like as a Magisto and building managing their shops. Okay, so now I'm coming to the like as a contribution your aspect like the new developers who are coming and if they want to contribute. So what is your message to them? Like how you will contribute? What are your like points you can say to them so that they can get an idea from their senior, like how they made a contribution and came up like this. So is there any message to them, the young generation who are coming with the like development mind?
Okay, I will suggest them to do the same thing I done is by browsing the Bagisto forum, you can see what are the pain points users are suffering, and you can start from that and make your first contribution. Okay.
Okay, that's
So,
nice.
if the main issue is to identify what are the issue people are reaching when we are using Bagisto.
Okay.
And when we go through the Bagisto forum or the GitHub issues, we can see what are the pain point and start working on it.
Okay. Okay. So that's nice. Good to hear that. So, what direction do you see Bagisto moving in over the next few years, in the upcoming years? Where you will like seeing the Bagisto is going as per your views?
Oh. I hope it will be adopted by the Bagisto community,
Okay.
but currently it's used by few developers, but I hope it gain more popularity so that we can do we can add more feature
Mhm,
to it. So currently, I didn't have another plan for the next year.
mhm,
We will continue promoting it so that when it gain more popularity,
mhm.
we will work on making it better and better.
Okay. So as you have said, like bring more features. So is there any features is in your mind that you would think like it will came as a by default in Magisto? There are some features that you are like in your mind right now and you think like it will
Like
came.
the code in Bagisto, it's difficult because Bagisto already have a lot of extension for. So one thing that I would like to see is a, a direct checkout right from the product page.
Okay, direct checkout.
For example, I don't need to add it to the cart and then proceed via the checkout form. Right in the page editor, if there can be possibility to make the checkout directly there, it can be useful. For mainly for our ecosystem, then there is no much information that needed to proceed to checkout. So it will be good if right from a product page, the checkout is possible.
Yes, by now functionality we have added on the product detail page. You just need to add it, enable the configuration, and after clicking onto the buy now, you will directly redirect it to the like checkout page. Add few more details, but
Uh,
we, as per your suggestion, we will look into that and plan it like direct checkout more fast and easy.
okay.
That's nice. That's a good suggestion from your end. Like, any message do you like to give to the like Bagisto community, Bagisto team members, contributors, or users? Like overall.
Uh, any message? Oh, for Bagisto, because I would like to see uh, more a blog post about Bagisto in the ecosystem. This is what is missing a lot in the Bagisto ecosystem. A blog article about how to get started in the ecosystem. It would be great if we contribute in that way to improve the accessibility for newcomers.
Okay, that's like overall message. So, like my last question is, how did you feel that Bagisto is played a crucial role while building your extension, and how do you think it is helpful for you?
Because Bagisto is open source, it's more easily for most people to start with it because it, it by the way that it's open source. When you create your e-commerce website, you own your own data, and most people like fees. And because of that, uh, my extension will gain from that. If people prefer to use open source system and like more flexibility in the customization, we choose Bagisto, we choose Bagisto Visual, and it's a match for me.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, that's all for the contributor podcast, Eldo. Thank you so much for joining, and we are looking forward for your upcoming contribution. Like as you have mentioned, you have a lot of plan. You are coming with AI integrations now, enhancement, the Visual Plus extension. So a lot of things you are looking forward for contribution, and we are also looking forward for that. Thank you so much for joining the Magisto Contributor podcast.
Okay, thank you for having me, and I look forward to see how Bagisto Visual benefits to the whole ecosystem, and I'm very excited to share more updates soon.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Bye.